call that entity by whatever it is. I don't care. But for the sake of what I'm trying to explain to you, let's say the universe, right? Why would the universe allow that to happen? The universe don't give a flying fig Newton about who's good or who's bad. The only thing the universe cares about is balance. Balance. So you could have 10,000 good people and 9,999 bad people. The universe is always going to maintain balance. So if the universe got to knock out or take out one person off of that 10,000 that's good, then it's going to do so. It's going to make it even. So when you see all those drug dealers out there running around with their fancy cars and, throwing money like it's no thing, and you're saying to yourself, that's such an awful person. One thing you're not taking into account is that person, that drug dealer, is busting their ass to make that money. Now, by the means they're making that money, is it right or wrong? Who am I to say so?
Depends on where you at morally with it.
Exactly. Who am I to say they're right or wrong? Because that same damn drug dealer could be the one who's making sure that all the kids down at the youth center are getting their uniforms. That same drug dealer could be the one who's making sure your grandmother lights are still on. Just because this person is getting their money in a way that's not by society's idea of lawlessness or lawless or within the means of the law. Who the hell am I to judge them and tell them they're wrong when these damn pharmaceutical companies are making billions off the drugs that they supposedly have tested and FDA approved? But the next thing you know, people are still dying from those drugs. They're making billions while this drug dealer is only making some thousands, if they're lucky. The big ones make millions. But we all know they get taken down sooner or later. But the point that I'm making here, people, is the universe only cares about balance. It don't give a damn what color you are, what your background is, or your educational level, or who your mama or your daddy was, or your grandparents, who they were. It don't matter to the universe. It's all about balance, meaning whether you got 100 people who are good or 100 people are bad, as long as it's balanced out, that's the only thing the universe cares about. And people could be mad with me for saying that, and I get it. I understand it. You're free to think that way, just like I'm free to think what I think. But again, we got all these people who work within the laws, meaning these corrupt politicians or these corrupt doctors and lawyers and police officers and firefighters and hell, the people in my line of work, You know, who's to say that we're all on the up and up? One man's interpretation of someone who's good and righteous and wants to serve mankind is not the same as another person's. If you'll take, I'm trying to say someone here recently that people will know. Gaddafi, right? People on the outside of Gaddafi's, where we all know him as a tyrant, or we've been, shown that he's a tyrant. But the people within his nation, some of them regard him as a hero. So again, it's all about interpretation. So again, we might say that he's a terrorist or a very bad man. But again, someone who grew up within his nation, that he was always kind to or looked out for their parents or that particular person, their opinion is completely totally different of that person, of Gaddafi. So again, I'm bringing it back to the big picture of balance. The universe only knows balance. If you want to say God, fine. Attach God to the universe. That's just the way I see things. And again, you are free to tell me I'm full of whatever it is you think I'm full of. But again, that's the only thing that I've been able to come up with as far as like an explanation. Because again, if you look at the world, man, there are so many good people dying. Every time you turn around, this person has died, that person has died. Good things, like they say, happen to, or bad things happen to good people, and you like, why is that? Why would this person who served their community and has always treated people good all their life die of cancer? That sucks. It's all about balance.
Well, he was preaching, but that was too far in the woods for me, man. That was way too far in the woods for me. Lord. But to take it back to what you were saying in the beginning of that, when it comes to science or religion and bad things happening to good people.
Right.
And talking about doctors and stuff and this, that, and the other. People will say, okay, let me put it a different way.
All right.
There are things that can be answered for me scientifically as far as health and this, that, and the other that can't be answered with religion. What I mean by, if I go to the doctor and say, oh, I have a pain back here in my mouth, they can say, oh, you have a cavity. And they can explain to me all the many ways I get a cavity. You can't explain that to me religiously. And I know some people out there be like, oh, that doesn't make sense. It's not equal. I can't pray a cavity away. I can't pray to not have a cavity. I have to scientifically do the things that I was taught to do to prevent it. And 9 times out of 10, I won't get a cavity. Someone can explain to me scientifically why wisdom teeth grow in a certain way. I can't pray them jokers to grow straight. And the other thing that I will say is that they say that God is perfect. God does no wrong. God knows right. God is omnipotent, omnipresent, omni this, omni that. Someone needs to help me understand how the average person on this planet can say with conviction, passion, and the fullest confidence, and in the name of the Lord, that they were born in the wrong body.
Ooh.
Because for me,
Wait a minute. Hold up. Not to cut you off. Say that part one more time.
They say with conviction, with passion, etc., in the name of the Lord, they were born in the wrong body.
All right.
So, you mean to tell me that a perfect God that created all of mankind made all of these mistakes?
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Come on with it.
A scientist can say, we pull strands of DNA from what we know as men and what we know as women. And from what we know as men, this is what their DNA makeup is. What we know as women, this is what their DNA makeup is. And every species on this planet, minus those who can actually change their gender, from what we have studied over thousands of years or whatever, this is the genetical makeup of a man. This is the genetic makeup of a woman. But you have people saying, I was born in the wrong body of the wrong gender. And now we have people saying, I don't have a gender. I'm binary. I'm this, I'm that. Yet you are praying to the same God that people have been praying to for thousands of years. And you're literally telling the universe, as Son Solex likes to say, that God is wrong. That's what they are saying out here in these religious streets.
Boy, you dropped a bomb just then.
Science or religion, baby. We gonna be back. We gonna be back again. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's 2 parts. If you're listening to audio, 1 part. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification, and make sure you comment, because we want that feedback. Soul Touch of the Poet with my brother,
Son Solex.
We gonna be back, baby.
Yes, sir.